Okay, hi guys. Like always, I'm looking down because I wrote down what I wanted to talk about. This video is, I did no social media. It was originally supposed to be for 3 months, and I'll get to that in a second. I just haven't filmed in a while. But before I even talk about that, I wanted to show you guys that I graduated from college, and I got my diploma finally. I need to do something with this before I get it dirty. But I'm really excited, and I'm really proud, and I will no longer be complaining about how much I hate school, because I finally finished. But yeah, so the original title of this video was no social media for 3 months. Basically, in April, I decided to delete all social media off my phone. And the reason that I did this was it was my last month of school, and I realized that I wasn't doing my homework or anything. And I know that with a lot of these no social media videos, their beginning is always them saying social media makes you depressed and it makes you feel ugly and it's unproductive and da 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 da. I just wasn't doing my homework, and I knew that I was being distracted, specifically by Instagram and TikTok, so I just deleted everything and I didn't touch them. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever else I had. And then I also deleted all streaming services off my iPad. So Netflix, Hulu, HBO, I had a lot. Crunchyroll, Amazon Prime. I deleted all of those off my iPad too. So the only way I really watched TV was if I sat here at my computer. And in the end, I ended up finishing the semester with A's and B's, so getting rid of all of that did work. And I wanted to show you guys too, because my last semester was my first semester getting, what is this called? I was on the Dean's Honor List my last semester. I had really good grades. And I actually got mad when I got this letter because I realized that if I would have done this when I first started college, I probably would have had such a better GPA, and my stresses right now about getting into graduate school probably wouldn't exist. But yeah, it says my transcript will have a Dean's Honor List little symbol on it, and I thought that was really cool, and I'm really proud actually for how much that I said that I hate school. I'm really proud that I finished. But anyways, something that I see a lot in these videos of people talking about that they delete social media and how much it bettered their lives was that they're always like, oh, I'm only on YouTube now because you can learn on YouTube. That was not the case for me. A lot of time that I spent scrolling on TikTok and Instagram was replaced with YouTube. So eventually I had to delete YouTube too. Because yeah, you can learn things on YouTube, but you can also waste a lot of time. And I feel like people who don't mention that YouTube is social media are full of shit. And they just want you to watch their YouTube videos. And that's why they're like, oh, but not YouTube. But yeah, I deleted YouTube too after a while because I was like, okay, well now I'm just on here. And also you can learn things on other platforms too. Like tutorials that they have on YouTube, they have short versions on TikTok and Instagram. So YouTube's evil too, and I deleted that as well. With this new amount of time that I have, not only did I graduate with honors, but I got really into reading and a little bit more of exercising. I would go for walks more. I was doing my homework and I got the good grades because there was nothing else for me to do. I couldn't just lay here on TikTok and I was just staring at the wall. And so I actually have a collection of books now. And in the beginning I said that this was supposed to be 3 months. It was from April to June. June was the finale of school basically. I graduated the middle of May. I think my graduation ceremony was May 18th. But what happened was I was just like, oh, well, I actually don't care to have social media anymore. In the beginning, the feeling of being left out was mostly because my friends would send me stuff, and I had to keep texting them and be like, I don't have that anymore, I don't have that anymore, I don't have that anymore. And so that made me feel bad because that was a big part of the way some of my friends talked to me was sending stuff to me. And I would be like, I can't see it because I don't have it. After a while, when everybody was like, oh, yeah, I remember Xiomara doesn't have Instagram, the feeling of wanting it completely left. I did not care what was going on anymore. I realized that it's a bunch of nothing that I was looking at, because I remember when I deleted it, a big part of it was I was getting mad at myself because I wasn't doing my homework, and I was like, TikTok isn't even funny anymore. I was just looking at people, not a smile on my face. I was just looking at it. But yeah, so I started doing more, I guess, beneficial things like reading and exercising because I was like, well, there's nothing else to do right now. Like I said with the YouTube thing, I wrote this so long ago, and so I don't really remember what I was trying to say. Oh, so yeah, so it went longer than 3 months. It's August right now. I deleted it in April. And it was because in the end I didn't care to re-download them. I was like, oh, when I finish school I'll just re-download them. I didn't. because I didn't care. There was one day very recently, like in the beginning of August. Today's the 22nd, I think. The beginning of August, I was really, really bored and I had nothing to do, so I re-downloaded TikTok. The beginning of the month, so we're like 3 weeks in. I have done nothing but look at it. My face is glued to TikTok, and I actually feel so bad about myself that those couple of months that I was so productive, it went down the drain the day I decided to re-download it. Like, it immediately took up my attention again, and I'm laying there. Like, literally last night, I was like, oh, I should read before bed because I started a new book. And I'm only like 5 chapters in. And I was like, oh, I should read before bed. I read 1 chapter. I wasn't tired. And it was because the whole time I was reading it, I was thinking, I want to go on my phone. So I read 1 chapter just to tell myself that I read. And then I immediately went on my phone and didn't go to bed until like 2. So it immediately made me stupid again, basically. I don't delete my accounts that I have. I just delete the apps because I want to be a creative online, and so like I want to make TikToks and I want to post on Instagram, and so I still have the accounts there, but I have them all shortcutted on my computer, so maybe posting is a little bit harder for me, but so is scrolling endlessly. It's more uncomfortable to do it at my computer, so I just don't do it at all. So I just have the links for when I want to post. I'm taking them off my phone again because nothing changed. It's still unfunny and it's still just a time sucker. Yeah, if you do decide to do this because you see all these people on YouTube, which is a social media, talking about how it made their lives so much better, just know that like you can still waste time. Like, even if you don't have TikTok or whatever, you need something to do. I had homework to do and I got all of these books. Like, I went out, you know those little tree houses with books in them? I got a bunch of books from there. That's where all my books are from. And yeah, if you don't have anything to do, then you're just going to think about it. Because I went and I found stuff to do, and that's why after my friends were like, oh, look at this, and I was like, I don't have it. I stopped caring, and I was like, leave me alone, I don't have it. Because I found other things to do. I got hobbies. I literally started doing Legos. Aside from eating, I started doing Legos. I started walking my dog more. I started to play a lot more video games. I just got a Switch. And I know that that's not really a good hobby to have, but it is something that I genuinely enjoy. And it's really sad to say that looking at my phone took up so much time that I didn't even have time to play video games. Like, staring at TikTok took up so much time that I never like would finish a story in a video game. Like, how sad, because video games aren't even good for you. Something that pisses me off is when I'm watching TV and I can see my little sister on her fucking phone. Because like she literally can't watch the movie without looking at her phone. But I feel like I probably did do that when I had all these apps. But yeah, I don't want to ramble. I just wanted to say I do think that it does help. I was literally here being like, I have to go do this. And then I would lay down and grab my phone. Like, it was like an illness. And so that's why I deleted it. And it will stay deleted. And I plan to post, but I'll just do it from my computer. But yeah, long time no see. I graduated. Woo! And I don't know, I feel a lot better, I guess. It was like I was actually rotting. But yeah, bye.